Y'all want me to use the microphone? Or no? I'm good? Keep my hands free anyway. So I'll speak up.
All right.
It really is just so good just to be in front of y'all. It's an honor, it's a blessing. Especially just let alone singing right there. Singing was never one of my things I really did or really got into, but just being here, I committed, getting more involved, and it's one of the things that just, it brought so much out of me. And that's why I'm so happy we actually sung the songs that we did this morning, because it all ties in. And also for letting Pastor Edwards let me come up here. He didn't let me know till 8 days ago. As soon as he came, I think he was like had his head down texting or something. He's like, I meant to tell you something. You got the message on Sunday. I'm like, okay, cool. As soon as he said a bunch of things that just start rolling in my mind that I want to speak about, just so many things. And I really didn't nail anything down until about a couple of days ago, because God kept bringing me back to this one area when I was trying to go over this way and this way. So we're going to get into it. I won't be sitting up here before y'all long at all, because this message that God has, I really wanted to sink in and resonate for whomever it may really touch upon too. So, why are we so do things that's so self-induced into what we do in our day-to-day lives? Why do we? Is it because we think we got ourselves to a certain position, saying, I brought myself this far, then I most definitely can find a way to come out at the top at the end of it? In other words, meaning doing my own thing. Or is it we figure if I just get my hands on a little bit more of this, get my hands on a little bit more of that, then it's going to resolve all the issues and problems that come out in the blue in my life? Or how about, this is probably the best one, or is it we just fell to, or we just flat out don't want to acknowledge who our Creator is, and we don't want to acknowledge who is the reason why we have what we have in the first place? Because sometimes we actually, ourselves, we can be our own biggest enemies. Y'all feel that? We can be our own biggest enemies. We really can. And because we will go ahead and mess up what God has planned for us to do down here on the earth. We'll go right ahead and mess up if you realize it or not. We will. I've seen it time and time again from different people. Because I know somewhere in Ephesians it says, like, I'm not good at quoting scripture. I talked to Pastor about it, I think it was last Sunday school. He said, as long as they get the message out and all that, but I'm going to paraphrase. It says, we don't wrestle with flesh and blood, meaning it's not you, I'm battling, or his name, myself, I'm battling. It's the rulers and authorities of the evil spirits in the world. And actually, I think that's chapter 6. And that same chapter, basically what that's about is the armor of God. You know, we talk about the spiritual warfare. We got to go out here on this battle. This means war and all that. But we don't even make it that far, though, because we hold our own selves back by not really trying to better ourselves in the spirit, trying to find out what's the true meaning of life. We really do. We will hold ourselves back, so we don't even make it that far, because Satan, what he's saying, for example, what he's saying is, they're already self-destructive. I'm not going to mess with them. They self-destructive already. I got them wrapped around like my finger. They wrapped around.
Yeah.
What he doing is trying to come up in here. The pretty faces, the pretty beautiful faces, handsome faces in here. Trying to stir the pot up in here. That's what he's going after. The ones who are saying, I'm all sold out for God. I'm not giving in, give it up to what my fleshy desires my mind come up with. I'm not doing that. Like, keep moving my brother Duarte over here, like last week, what he was doing, just, it really touched me. He was doing 3 things at once. I don't know if anybody really noticed it. Not only was he dancing to the beat of God's music through the Browns, he was also hitting perfectly every stroke on that canvas, looking a masterpiece, and tears was rolling down his face at the same time. Giving reverence to God, giving thanks how sovereign he is and all that. And that really just resonated with me, how he just opened up in front of God. Not really worrying about what his own mind thinks, or what he's seen out here, what he thinks he should do. And that's what I keep getting from this brother every time I either talk to him personally or see him in Sunday school. And what you call it, praise painting? Praise painting, that's what he was doing, that's what it's called. And so, and that's one of the things when I go out and talk to people, why they say the reason why they don't go to church. or why they particularly can't go here, because they say 11:15 church, so that's too late. What's the reason? I gotta watch NFL Sunday. Now, for all the ones in Ohio, most likely they are Cleveland Browns fans. And you know they're going to take the L anyway. So, I'm just saying, I know that's y'all team voter. I'm bad. Watch them win today, though. Watch them win today now. But anyway, regardless, even who are the best team in the league is right now, you mean like them, that's no excuse. Because I just say, probably outside of serving the Lord, congregating with all y'all people out in the streets, my favorite thing to probably do is sit on Saturday, all day Saturday if I could, and watch college football. Well, it comes down to it, that's not going to, definitely not going to supersede what God has planned for me and for me serving Him.
That's right.
It just
That's right.
not. Or another one I hear a lot, and I'm not talking about just like from Kemet, just in general about what I hear in different churches, people that go there. They say, what worship team is singing today? Is it the male chorus? I ain't feeling those fellas. Nah. Just let me know when the preaching starting, because they'll say something like, man, those songs they be singing is too upbeat and all that stuff, dancing and all that. Preferably, I would rather sing slower songs, but the words that, and the message, how we bring it across, or how even the women and all the other congregations around the churches, what they bring across, you need to be grabbing hold of that, because those words could be ministering to you right now of what it's saying, what you're going through in your life. So that's why I said it's definitely not about me. You know, what are we going to do? I'm all for it. Just let me know what I got to do. We're going to praise Him anyhow. Or another big one is they say, they keep begging me when the offering plates come around about money and all that. Maybe it's because you only put $1 in a week. But what I'm saying is, all right, when you hold up, maybe that's all you got. That's fine. That's all you got. But don't sweat it. Don't let that, because they tell me they want more money from you. Why don't you give your best to God?
That's right.
That's how people, they get stuck on something like that.
Yes.
They do. Why don't you give your best to God? I can keep going on about that stuff. So that brings me back to the original point, though, before I get off. Being self-induced to what we do, holding ourselves back. Because like the examples I just bring up a moment ago, to me, I guess those are kind of minor, because there's definitely things out there that should be catching our attention that's more important. But so simply say no, cut it off, and it is a major struggle. It really is a major struggle for some people out there, that type of stuff. So what you do is sincerely go to God, pray on that, pray on it. He's going to bless you. That's why I say we got to claim that bad boy, because our name's on it. Our name is on that, so we got to claim that and run with it. He will best bless you, because what you see out here on the roads out here, y'all, that's temporary. It is. Somebody hold up a Bible. I know somebody got it right there. Thank you. That's everlasting. God's word, right there. That's everlasting. Because the word is God. If you want to talk about what's the only permanent fix to a temporary situation, Bible right there. That's God's word. That is God. That is God right there.
His word.
His word. Most definitely. So that's why we can't let our own self, our own fleshly minds, or what we think, stop us to get in the way of building a stronger relationship with God, connecting on Him about our daily lives, and let us stop for us coming to church on a regular. Because, you know, when you do that, you can stop a blessing for somebody else. You might have a testimony like Sister Roxy. I know I definitely miss her. Not only does she sing, she also has a strong testimony. And also with Brother George back there, he might be kind of quiet during the service, but he's the loudest one outside of here in the back. And he always got something good to say. And we actually got something in the works that he's coming up for the church too. So it's just so many things. And the scripture I had, Minister Marqel, in Job, God will not let me get away from Job this week. When I try to go somewhere else, like Revelation or Esther, that I wanted to bring up, He kept bringing me back to Job every single time. And I really didn't know what the reason was, because I was like, man, I read through Job, and I was like, yeah, I understand it, but I mean, it's not really resonating, connecting with me, the book in particular, like some other books that I really enjoy. But He kept bringing me back. And so He had me go through the whole book, the 42 chapters, this past week. And what He did was he revealed something to me through the book that I never really paid attention to, or just didn't really know. And And when I talk to other people about it in the book of Job, I'm thinking, it's like, is it God? Are you the only one that revealed this to me, or are like what's going on? So we're going to read a few verses here too. There's so many things to take apart from it, but I'm a firm believer. Read it for yourselves. I really am, because you can't count on somebody else trying to say they didn't do this, they didn't do that, because you're going to answer for yourself in front of God. I'm a firm believer in that. So jumping to, let me get my, I think I have the verses in now. So some of most of y'all know how the story of Job goes. Satan himself tries Job, tempts Job, but through the authority of God, of what he says to do. And bringing up Job here, in a way, what God revealed to me about Job is, he kind of, in a way, he was self-inflicting too, in a way, what Job was, is what I took from it when I was reading through it, of what God said. And that's how I started to put all this together. And because, you know, Satan, when he tested Job, he took away all of his wealth, servants was killed, animals was killed, all of his children were taken away too. And right there, that might be enough for y'all to say, man, that brother really went through it. He really did. But that's not all he did. Satan, he also put boils, painful sores on his body. His health was declining, getting sick. And then Job, he starts questioning, because, you know, Job, he was, that's the reason why Satan came to him, because he said, watch your man Job curse your name, God, and all that. So he's trying. And then Job starts questioning a little bit, saying, I don't deserve this. I'm an innocent man. I've been living a righteous life so far. And, you know, if I say something like that, I just think, ooh, I got to repent. If that comes out of my mouth, I just imagine if I say so, or somebody else just saying that, why me? Why me? Why this? Why not you? To see if you can really hold up to it.
That's right.
And so that's why would really draw me into Job. So I'm going to call some of y'all out on the spot, so hopefully y'all got Bibles ready in hand. Let's see here. The first one I want to hit upon is chapter 7. Chapter 7, verses 20 and 21. And Sister Edwards, if you could read that for me, please. Again, that's chapter 7, verses 20, 21.
That's Job chapter 7.
Yes, ma'am.
20 and 21.
Yes, ma'am.